Hey everyone, welcome back to Sembatic. In today's video, I am going to be showing you the easiest way to clone an object in JavaScript. First of all, why should we even need to clone an object? Let's say we have an object here. We come down here and do, let's say, copy. We say this equal to original object. And then we try to change the copy.role. We say this equal to, let's say, designer. And now this will actually change the original object. Why? Because this is only creating a reference to this original object, not actually creating a new copy of the object for us. Actually, let's console out, let's log it. Let's log this, the original object. You actually see that the role is equal to designer instead of being a developer. Meanwhile, if you log the copy object now, let's log the copy object, you will see that the role is still a designer, and in the original object it has also changed. What if you now want to change only the copy but not the original object? That is where clone comes in handy. I'll be showing you two methods that you can actually do this. The first one is called the spread method, while the second one is called the structured clone. And that structured clone now is basically best when you want to clone an object that consists of an object inside. That is a nested object. Let me show you now. Let's say we want to change this now. We want to change this now to affect only the copy object. We'll use a spread operator like this, then pass in the original object. And now you can see that when this was logged here now, you see that let me actually prefix this with, let's say here is the original object and here is the copy. You see that the copy is actually having the role as the designer, while the original object has a role of a developer. Let's say in here now we have a nested object, which is an address of this our current developer, and his address is an object that has the street equal to, let's say, John Street, and then the state, his state now is equal to, let's say, Benue State. And now down here we try to change, let's say here is, we are trying to change the address dot state and assigning it to, let's say, Lagos State, and we try to access the original object dot address dot state. Let's console dot, let's log the copy dot address dot state. You can see that the two states, both the copy object and the original object are the states successfully changed to Lagos State instead of changing only in the copy object. Why is this so? The spread operator, when you use it to copy or clone an object, it affects only the outer layer of the object. Any other object that is found within that object, it takes it as a normal variable reassignment. So whatever changes you do to the innermost part of the object, it affects the original object as well. In order to overcome this, that is where the structured clone comes in handy. In here now, if we have used this, let's say instead of using the spread operator now, we use the structured clone like this, and pass in the original object, our original object. Now you can see that the state in the original object, despite the fact that we are going deep in to change the inner object that is found within this address of our original object, it still successfully changed that state from only the copy object, not affecting the original object. Okay guys, thank you so much. That is the simplest way, that is one of the simplest way that you can clone an object in JavaScript. For a quick recap, I said that when you are cloning an object that has all that you want the changes to only affect the outer object, you can use the spread operator. But when you are cloning an object that you want to take the whole overall charge of the object that you can make any changes, including the inner object that is found within this object. You can use the structured clone to do this. Thank you so much for watching.